Welcome to WT Facts. Today we're going to look at 5 historical oddities.
How bizarre.
Number 5, the Dancing Plaugue of 1518. Over 500 years before our pandemic troubles, there was another pervasive horror that ravaged a small town in France. Dancing.
Oh, please, God, no!
Legend has it, in July 1518, a woman named Frau Trophia began dancing in the streets of Strasbourg to no music. Her random jig went on for about a week when 34 other people joined in. Within a month, there were over 400 dancers. Authorities, fearing this was some sort of sickness, prescribed more dancing, even providing bands to play music for the helpless dancers, who danced so hard, dozens of them died by September.
You serious?
That's right. People had been non-stop dancing for no reason for months until they died.
What a way to go.
Number 4, the Great Emu War. In 1932, Australia went to war against emus.
I'm sorry.
No, not emo. Emu, like the bird. After the Great Depression, these flightless birds migrated towards Australia farmland to gobble up crops. It was such a problem, the government deployed ex-soldiers from World War I to deal with it. These Aussie veterans decided the key to defeating the flightless birds was machine guns. But there was very little intel on quick-witted birds at the time, as the Roadrunner would not be introduced until 1949. To avoid the gunfire, the emus actually scattered, serpentine-style, in separate groups. Dominic Lewis Cervente, an Australian zoologist, is quoted as saying, "The Emu Command had evidently ordered guerrilla tactics, and its unwieldy army soon split up into innumerable small units that made use of military equipment uneconomic. A crestfallen field force therefore withdrew from the combat area after about a month." In short, the emus won the war against actual veteran soldiers. Number 3, the Great Molasses Flood. Picture morning, January 15th, 1919. All is well in North End, Boston, where 2.3 million gallons of molasses is being held in a rusty, leaky, giant-ass tank. Noon that same day, the tank explodes. Giant-ass shrapnel flies in every direction. Buildings nearly collapse, and the vacuum effect of the explosion sucks a train off its tracks. Then, Molasses Gunami. A 40-foot wave of shoe-fly sludge rushed down Commercial Street at over 30 miles per hour, eventually spreading a 3-foot layer of goop across the downtown area, killing 21 people in its sticky wake.
Free goo.
Number 2, the London Beer Flood. While Boston is home to one of the sweetest killers in history, London said, "Hold my beer."
Beer.
On October 17th, 1814, Mew & Company's Horseshoe Brewery had possibly the worst party foul of all time. A 22-foot-tall wooden vat of fermenting beer burst, destroying even more barrels of beer, resulting in over 300,000 gallons of the stuff blowing out the back wall of the brewery, flooding the nearby St. Giles Rookery. Not satisfied, the wall of beer crashed into an Irish wake and killed 4 of the mourners. In total, 8 people died, while hundreds of locals ran out with buckets to collect free beer. Beer which had just murdered their neighbors.
One for me, and one for my homies.
Number 1, shortest war ever. On August 27th, 1896, the United Kingdom and the Zanzibar Sultanate went to war for an afternoon. Why? The Sultan of that time, Hamad bin Thawani, had died, and the new guy, Sultan Khalid bin Bargash, was set to take over. The Brits wanted the new guy to be more like Hamad was, but Zanzibar was like, "Nah, we're good with Khalid." So, the Brits gave new guy Khalid an ultimatum: stand down, leave the palace, by August 27th. New Guy was not having this and barricaded himself in the palace. By the deadline of August 27th, the Brits had warships in place and ready to go. Zanzibar had about 3,000 Zanzibarians playing defense.
A few minutes later.
The Brits had set the palace on fire, shot down the palace flag, and sunk the Zanzibari royal yacht. A ceasefire was declared about 45 minutes later, with 500 Zanzibaris dead, along with one British soldier. 1. New Guy Khalid ran off to East German Africa, and the British put another new guy, also coincidentally called Hamad, in power. Historians are baffled that 100 years later, the average game of Risk lasts longer than the Anglo-Zanzibar War. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to help support the channel, please like and subscribe and leave a comment below. You would not believe how much it helps. Thank you. You're the best.